The life of Pablo Escobar is a remarkable story of rising from humble beginnings to become one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, with a criminal twist. Born on December 1st, 1949, in Colombia, Escobar rose from a modest background to dominate the global drug trade. According to some of his biographies, Escobar's net worth was estimated at a staggering $30 billion, earning him a spot on Forbes' list of the 10 richest people in the world. How did this man, who was the child of a farmer and a schoolteacher, become one of the most notorious drug lords of all time? That's what we're going to explore in this episode, focusing on Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria and the rise of the king of cocaine. Escobar's rise to power was fueled by his ambition, which was a driving force throughout his life. This ambition seems to have dominated his personality, and he was quoted saying, "I want to be big," expressing his desire for greatness from an early age. As a young man, he dreamed of becoming the president of Colombia, and he attempted to channel this ambition into political studies at La Universidad de Antioquia. However, he eventually dropped out due to financial constraints, a move that many believe was a turning point in his life. It's said that his criminal journey began after he was forced to leave the university because he couldn't afford his tuition. Initially, he started as a petty criminal, committing small-time offenses like stealing cars and even tombstones. But these activities didn't last for long. Escobar's criminal activities quickly escalated as he ventured into smuggling cigarettes and marijuana. As Escobar's criminal endeavors grew, so did his ambition to rise to the top of the underworld. It was during this period that his ruthless streak began to show. This ambition was matched by a growing cruelty as he expanded his operations into kidnapping and even murder. But it was the 1970s that provided Escobar with an opportunity to rise within the booming cocaine trade. The demand for cocaine in the United States was rapidly increasing, and smuggling cocaine out of Colombia was still in its infancy. Escobar initially worked for other drug traffickers before making his move to take control of the cocaine trade. In 1975, it's alleged that he orchestrated the murder of Fabio Restrepo, a cocaine trafficker, and took over Restrepo's entire operation. However, Escobar didn't work alone. He formed a partnership with a diverse group of individuals, including Jose Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha, a pig farmer turned hitman, and Carlos Lader, a marijuana trafficker. Alongside them were the Ochoa brothers, Juan, David, and Fabio, who hailed from a family of ranchers. Together, this group formed the infamous Medellin Cartel, a powerful and influential drug trafficking organization. Under Escobar's leadership, the cartel expanded its operations, ramping up the scale of their drug smuggling network. They developed more efficient methods for moving vast amounts of cocaine to the United States, abandoning earlier techniques like using human mules on commercial flights. Instead, they relied on their own fleet of planes, including small aircraft that could fly beneath radar and larger planes like DC-3S and DC-6S for transporting huge loads of cocaine. Escobar's cartel even engaged in innovative methods of smuggling, such as parachuting cocaine to speedboats in international waters. They also cleverly disguised their shipments by embedding cocaine in legitimate products like Ecuadorian cocoa, Chilean wine, and blue jeans. Once these products arrived in the United States, the cocaine would be chemically extracted. Escobar's ingenuity didn't stop there. He even used submarines to transport drugs. Sources suggest that he managed to acquire 2 miniature remote-controlled submarines from the Russian Navy, each capable of carrying a ton of cocaine, approximately 4,409 pounds. The Medellin cartel was richly rewarded for their innovation, amassing huge profits during the 1980s. At the peak of his career, it's believed that Escobar moved around 15 tons of cocaine per day, making an estimated $420 million weekly.